Hello, YouTube. It's been a bit again. What was this video about? Oh, this video is about this. It's about mostly just about this. This is the Quest 2. Oculus Quest 2. This is just gonna be a review of it, I guess. Kind of a review and a comparison to this, which is the PlayStation VR. Which I haven't used since I got that, so. I'll start with the review of this. I kind of like it. There's no wires if you don't want there to be wires. You can connect it to a computer. You don't have to. The speakers on the headset are just there, so you can hear everything around you, which is nice. I do have a problem with... Oh, it just turned on. Yeah, I had it in rest mode so it could charge, but we're just gonna pop that out. This is what goes on your face. And it is basically a sponge. It seems to just keep in moisture. So you kind of need to pat it down with something every once in a while. The battery life leaves something to be desired. It's about 2, maybe 3 hours, I think. But when you get into games, it can only feel like it's about 30 minutes sometimes, for me at least. So hold on, I can get this, hold on. There we go. The tracking on it is decent. I do have a problem with accidentally punching things. This I have to be sitting to play because of where my camera is, which is leaning up right now, and I'm gonna have to fix that later. Oh well. But because of that, the only things that I really ended up smacking was the bed frame. But with this, so far I have punched. I've punched the shelf that I have the pops on. I've punched this little guy specifically. He lost some of his color in his eye because of that, but oh well. I've punched dresser out there, and I've accidentally punched this. Not hard, just lightly, but it's something that happened. And that is because with certain games, like, there's a barrier that you can see, but with certain games, it's just like, no, there's nothing there. Why would there be something there? Walk forward. and you walk forward and you end up punching something. But that's my fault. Something that isn't my fault, that isn't about this, but is about this, is the controllers. This is a PlayStation VR controller. This is the controller for the Quest 2. As you can see, there's a slight difference. Some of the biggest difference is this controls through lights. So if you turn around and you're not facing the camera, your hands will just stop tracking completely. It's gonna bug me if I don't fix that. There we go. While this uses a small ring of lights, I believe, and the cameras are on the actual headset, so you can't just turn around and it just stops tracking. Some other things that I like is the grip button. The PlayStation doesn't actually have a specific grip button, so to grab and let go of stuff you have to press a certain button depending on the game. These controllers have a designated hand. As you can see, if you were to switch hands, it wouldn't really work because you wouldn't be able to use certain buttons. However, with the PlayStation VR, the way that it's made is that you could be playing a game, have the controllers on the right hands, decide, oh, I want to switch a game. You take the controllers off, put them on different hands, because you have to. Otherwise, you'll be holding the wrong controllers. From the games that I have on the PlayStation VR, half of them, when I switch to half of them from other games, I have to take the controllers off and put them on the other hand. With the PlayStation VR, to move, you have to either teleport, move to the direction you're pointing with your hand, or move to the direction you're pointing with your head. With this, it's optional. At least for the teleport. The reason I don't like the teleport, and I don't like the directional movement, where you have to either point or you have to look, is because, say you're playing a game that requires you to fight something. To run away from that thing, you have to turn, not look at what you're fighting, and run away. Which keeps you from knowing if you're about to get hit. However, with this, you can see there's little joysticks on there, so you use one to move, one to turn. That, and I've gotten kind of used to how these feel. Those feel weird now. These are a giant stick, so you're holding them like this. Which, how would I put this nicely? It sucks because when you're playing a game, your hand is up here, like always facing this direction. So like when you turn your hand, and however with these, your hand is pointing in the same direction that your real life hand is, so you don't have to like weirdly. For example, I have a game where you can pick up a flashlight. When you pick it up, your hand, like the flashlight's up here, so you'd have to, which is very awkward. I don't know why they made the game like that. So most of the time I don't even end up using a flashlight in that game, so I can't really see what I'm doing. But that's the PlayStation VR. We aren't reviewing the PlayStation VR. We're comparing the PlayStation VR to the Quest 2 and reviewing the Quest 2. So back to the Quest 2. Unlike having 4 buttons on one controller, you just have 2 on one, 2 on the other. To combat that, you also have joysticks and 2 triggers on the controllers. Something I like about the PlayStation VR that I don't like about the Quest 2 is that, as you've seen, I can put YouTube videos from the PlayStation VR onto YouTube. But I don't think I can do that without a computer for the Quest 2. Which stinks, because I don't have a good computer that will run the Quest 2. I talked about the battery life, I think, which is like 2-3 hours. But if you get a battery pack, that can extend it up to 6, I believe. However, this is the battery for the controllers. I haven't had the time to test it yet, but I've heard that these can last up to 2 weeks. And so far, they're still 100% for me, so that's saying something. There is a cool feature on this that if you're wearing it and, say for example, you live with someone and they come and walk in, or a pet walks in the room, you can just double tap the side of the headset and you'll see everything in black and white, which is really cool. You can move, I don't know where I was trying to make that go. You can move the lenses like back and forth so that you have a better position, so it's not as blurry. I was gonna say something else, but now I forgot what I was gonna say. The PlayStation VR, you have to turn it on, turn it off, and all that. With this, however, if you take it off and leave it off for long enough, it'll just go into sleep mode, and how you turn it back on is you just put it on, and it'll turn itself back on. What was I playing? What was all that? Oh. That's what I was playing, okay. Please turn off. The Quest 2, it's really easy to know when it's been charged because the light on the side of the headset, right there, will be orangish red when it's charging, and when it's fully charged, it'll turn green, which is handy. I mentioned earlier about how the thing that goes on your face is basically like a sponge. What I didn't mention is it's really scratchy-ish. I don't really know how to explain it. If you wear it for long enough, it starts to feel like it's more of scratching than actually being soft on your face. The bands are elastic-ish. They're not actually elastic. You can't extend them. They feel like they should be elastic. The ones on the back are, but the one up top isn't. But the problem that I have with these is when you're wearing it, it just slices into the top of your ears, and these push into the back of your head. You can't see that. These push in the back of your head, and that hurts. They do have a fix for that. It is called the Elite Strap, but there have been many reports about them breaking, and they're like $40-ish, I believe, somewhere around there. Cousin came for a visit. What was that?
I don't know.
Language. Family-friendly YouTube.
I blurred it.
I don't want to get banned.
I beat it.
I don't want to get banned.
I beat it.
I do not wish to get banned.
I beat it.
Banned. I'm gonna pause this. Hold on. Thoughts on Quest 2? He like.
I like.
Okay, back to whatever this video is. With the PlayStation VR, it was marketed as something you could wear with glasses. Because it did this. You can... While you can't do that with the Oculus Quest 2, there is something that is... There is something that is provided in the box that lets you kind of mimic that effect. There is one of these. You put this in, and then you put the actual face thing in front of it, on it, and it will extend it far enough away from the plastic that is the lenses so that you can actually wear glasses. I have glasses. As you can see, I don't use them. Because I don't want to accidentally scratch my lenses. Because that's something that I did with this. I wore glasses with it one time. And I even did the thing where you pull it out to the proper distance to where your glasses aren't hitting the thing. And it still somehow scratched it. So, I'm not taking that chance. Because I don't want a big scratch when I'm trying to play a game. Another issue with that, it doesn't come with a cleaning cloth. The PlayStation does, so I've been using the PlayStation one, but it's slowly getting dirty over time, so I'm gonna have to wash this. Luckily, I haven't had to clean this yet. Well, I haven't had to clean the lenses yet. The lenses haven't gotten all smudgy and dirty yet. I have had to clean this part, though. Please turn off. Please. Okay, whatever. So that's another issue that I have with that. I don't know what else to say about it. I think that this is the first review I've done of anything that I know of. It's been a while though, so I could be wrong. Probably am wrong. While we're on the topic of VR, I'm thinking about playing more VR games on the channel. Specifically No Man's Sky. If I do decide to play that, that's not really something that I'd just upload. It'd be a live stream. I'm looking over here at my games, trying to think of something else, but I don't know. Yeah, so that was this. If you want to see the No Man's Sky live stream, leave a like, I guess. I don't know. Either way, dislike if you didn't like this video or any of my opinions, and that's what this is. This is just purely my opinions. This is what I think about the Quest 2. If you don't believe the same things that I do, please do not get mad in the comments. This is purely what I think about it. Now that that's been said, while being respectful, please leave your opinions in the comments below. Other than that, subscribe, ring the bell. Why not? And if you decide that you don't want to be subscribed to me later, just unsubscribe. But yeah, like I've said, like if you liked it, dislike if you didn't. Other than that, I will see everybody in the next video. That almost just, please don't fall.